Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. In this video, I am going to be doing my review of the Blues versus Chiefs match that we just witnessed from round 10 of Super Rugby Aotearoa 2021, the match before the final. As you can see, the end score 39 to the Blues, 19 to the Chiefs. It was a very close game for the first half, but then from there, in the last kind of 20 minutes or so, the Blues just ran away with it. Some of those subs coming on the field, AJ Lamb in particular, picking up 2 tries very late in the match. So a comfortable win in the end for the Blues, 20 points, but it will be the Crusaders versus Chiefs in the final. We have got Johnny Blaze in the chat, as said first, and also Super Rugby Aotearoa Grand Final next week. Mate, I'm going to be excited all week long. Yeah, should be an extremely exciting match between the two sides, the Crusaders and the Chiefs. It's going to be played at Orange Theory Stadium as well. So it's going to be a hard match. Tell you what, the meters carried in this one were pretty similar, though. Not the tries, though. 6 for the Blues, 1 for the Chiefs. My voice is almost gone. Once again, I went and had a drink, and I feel like I made it worse, to be fair. What's up with what the new video on the Kiwi Lad Games is? Says Henry Samuel. I'm not sure. Is it a GTA one? Because of the fact that George is actually running that channel, so I haven't really seen too much of what is happening on it. But what I might do is I will stick that link in the description if you guys do want to have a look at it. But yeah, it is the Kiwi Lads Gaming. Or I believe it is the UFC one, if I'm not wrong, is the latest one. But yeah, if you haven't already, I will put it in the chat and be sure to subscribe to that channel. There we go, GTA. That was funny as well, says Henry Samuel. Did I miss a game? Says Aaron Hopper. You did indeed. It was the match between the Blues and the Chiefs. 6 tries for the Blues, 1 for the Chiefs. I will go through the try scorers. The first try of the match was scored by Kurt Eklund. That was in the 18th minute. Then there was a disallowed try for the Chiefs. It was, I believe it was Baylen Sullivan just short of the line. A little bit of a double movement, which was why it was a no try. Then it was Adrian Cho. He did score, but he did get busted open from that one. He was dripping blood over the try line, but he had scored it. Then he went off the field, then went back on the field, then went off the field, etc. I think he did that about 3 times. So Akira Ioane getting a little bit of a run round each time. Then there was another no try for the Chiefs. It was Sean Stevenson who did come from an offside position. I think they ruled it in the end. And then that was where the try was scored. So that was a no try. So straight away, 2 no tries up against the Chiefs in this match. Then the next try was for, I believe it was Baylen Sullivan. That was in the 53rd minute. And he was able to get that try. And then it was Sean Stevenson who was able to score in the, or actually, sorry, it was Baylen Sullivan, I think, who was able to score it in the 61st. Maybe. Or was it Sean Stevenson? I know it was one of those two. It was Sean Stevenson who did score it in the 61st. And then it was Hoskins Atutu scoring in the 74th. And then 2 tries back-to-back for AJ Lamb to finish this match off. We have also got, I said the S word, my mistake. I was so tired, my bad, in one of your vids when you had to put stuff in the truck. No worries, mate. It is all right. No hard feelings there at all, of course. And yeah, the Chiefs went with a very different lineup in this match, and it worked for them a little bit. They were right in that match, but then the Blues just started pouring on the pressure in that last kind of 10 minutes. The fact that they scored 3 tries in 10 minutes at the end of the game was just very impressive. Scrum time, once again, dominant for the Blues as well. Defenders beat them. The Chiefs actually bet 25 defenders to the 13 of the Blues in this match. Blues had a lot more carries. There was a little bit of a patch in the middle of the match, how both sides just couldn't quite get past the other side, and there was turnover after turnover, and the second half started with a lot of drop balls from the Chiefs. Ollie Norris had a denied try as well, so maybe that was the try that I was thinking of for the one of how did that one happen? I've completely forgotten half of this game at the moment, which I feel like my brain is completely scrambled. Probably thinking about Super Rugby AU's game that is going to be taking place in 20 minutes. We are going to be doing a live stream for that as well. Tackles, though, 133 made by the Chiefs, 97 made by the Blues in this one. Penalties, there were 10 and 13. 13 against the Chiefs there. But the possession, 60% for the Blues in the end for this match. And there were a lot of kicks being taken as well early on in the match. The Chiefs were just building up the 3 points, but in the end, they just needed 1 or 2 more tries at key moments of the game to be able to stay in it. Hoskins Tutu, once again, though, having another very busy game, 14 carries, 57 metres carried in that regard. And then Kurt Eklund, 48 metres carried. He was second, and then Baylen Sullivan in third with 45, although that may update as well. Have you got back to me on the All Blacks rookies yet? Says Ryan. See, every time I think about it, like I try and pick them, but there's so many, and then injuries. Injuries are a big factor for me because we've had so many throughout the Super Rugby Aotearoa competition. We had about 3 more in this one. It was originally Adrian Choke got cut open, but I think that will be only a short-term injury. Then it was Sean Wainui had a limp. Also, Hoskins Tutu was limping a little bit at one stage, and then Caleb Clark with the shoulder injury. So I feel like we'll have to wait till after Super Rugby Trans-Tasman to see who is going to be left to be able to be selected as a rookie. But a lot of young players in this match played pretty well. And someone who I have to give a quick shout out to is going to be Tom Florence. That man came on the field and he was just phenomenal in that regard. He was making low tackles on the big men, the ones who are hard to stop. He came on the field early for Samapeni Finau because he was injured. Of course, another injury in this match. But yeah, he was playing very well. And I am interested to see what the tackles are for that man as well. But I see that he had actually the most running meters out of any forward almost, other than Peter Gus Sawakulu, who had 48. The most running meters, though, Baylen Sullivan, who was on the left wing for this match rather than the right. And he had a decent game as well. Tom Robinson making 10 tackles. And this one was the highest for the Blues. And then it was Bradley Slater and Tom Florence came on the field and made 11. So he had the most tackles out of anyone. Also a turnover one in this match. Looking strong. And maybe has he earned himself a spot on the bench in the final? Perhaps the way that he played. He went out there, and it's one of those things that the young players, they all wanted to do. They wanted to make an impact, and that is exactly what he ended up doing as well. Yeah, nonetheless, I think that is almost going to be the end of this preview, or sorry, this review. It's been a very short one. Normally these are a little bit longer, but I am going to start preparing for the Super Rugby AU stream, which is going to be not too far away, 9:45 p.m. kickoff. So who is in the finals with the Crusaders then? It is going to be the Chiefs. So the Blues, because of the fact that it is done off who's had the most wins rather than who's got the points differential. So the Blues, I think in the end, I might actually bring up the table quickly because they would have only been a couple points off when it comes to the points differential, but it is done off the amount of wins that you've had. So it is going to be the final between the two sides. Yeah, points differential in this one. Points differential is actually, the Chiefs are minus 43 and the Blues are 19, and they're both on 20 points. But because of the fact that the Chiefs have won 5 games rather than the Blues winning 4, that is why they get into the final of Super Rugby Aotearoa. That one bit of here, now I've got one on the other side as well. It has been dangling down all through the live stream. I'm not sure what's going on there. But yeah, also in the end, the table, I should read out how it is finished. Crusaders in first on 28. Then it is the Chiefs in second on 20. The Blues in third on 20 as well. But because of more wins for the Chiefs having 5 rather than 4, they go through to the final to face the Crusaders. Then it is the Highlanders on 14. And with the big win for the Hurricanes in the match yesterday, they are on 12 now. So overall, finished a lot closer than I think a lot of people thought that it would. Definitely for the Hurricanes. But it was going to be one of those interesting ones that maybe if the Highlanders got that win, they would have been right up there, but still only a point or 2 behind the team in second, the Chiefs. But we have also got hope in the Force get up as well, says Dexter. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. The Force were able to beat the Reds, the only team to do so. But to be able to face the Reds in the final, they've got to beat the Brumbies, who are a strong side. The only team that the Brumbies have lost to is the Reds. They've lost to them twice. So theoretically, does that mean the Western Force should beat the Brumbies? I feel like on paper, that's what it sounds like, but in factual, the pen's gone. In fact, it's going to be a tough game for the Western Force. They've also not got one of their players is out. Of course, Rob Kearney's still out, who is a very experienced player, and they actually lost another forward, I think, if I'm not wrong, due to injury, which is not good news. No, they lost Kurandrani because of a suspension, I think it was. So that's why he is going to be Brumbies at home, says Dexter. They are indeed at GIO Stadium. Going to be a very good game of rugby. Or is it just GIO Stadium? I feel like maybe it is the second. Good stream, mate. You're a champ. You're a legend. See you next week in the grand final. Cheers, brother. Have a good week. As well, says Johnny Blaze right back at you, mate. I do appreciate all the support you do show to the live streams. You did donate $20 for me smashing an egg on my head as well, which was a bit of fun, although I am slightly regretting it, as one of these bits of hair is completely like stiff now because of it, but it's not too bad. I'm going to the finals. Let's go Crusaders as well, says Zane. Let's make it 5 in a row. Let's go as well. Yeah, it's going to be an exciting final. That is next week, 7:05 p.m. kickoff on Saturday at Orange Theory Stadium. We are going to be doing the watch-along live stream for that match, and also we are going to be doing our watch-along live stream for the Super Rugby AU semi-final, I guess you could call it, that is going to be taking place in a very short moment at 9:45, and then the grand final next week for that as well. Going to be exciting. Hopefully my voice will be able to handle it, and hopefully my excitement levels will be able to handle it as well, because I have been loving the Southern rugby that we have been seeing through the Super Rugby Aotearoa competition and also Super Rugby AU. And I am excited for the match that is going to be taking place very soon. But nonetheless, I think that's going to be the end of this review. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new as well. And I will see you all in a short moment for the Super Rugby AU live stream, Brumbies versus the Western Force.